Hello guys, and welcome to another quick tutorial from Vintage Radar. Today I'm going to show you how to replace the watch battery on your Pierre Cardin quartz watch. Today's model is going to be a ladies piece, as you can see right here, a very thin model, and this particular one is going to operate with the Renata 315 watch battery type. So depending on the type of watch and model, they are going to operate with different watch battery types. The most common ones are going to be the ones that you see right here. So the 377 is going to be the most common watch battery type. Then we also have the 364, the 379 and the 321, which as you can see is also very thin. Usually you will be able to read the exact watch battery type that your watch takes on the old watch battery type that you are going to find inside the watch, or you can also look it up online. Also, as you can see here on the table, I have a bunch of different watch tools. So I have a metallic pair of tweezers in order to remove the old watch battery. Then I have a non-metallic pair of tweezers, a carbon pair of tweezers in order to maneuver the new watch battery. So this is going to be very useful so that you do not drain the energy from the new watch battery. Then we also have a back case opener. This is going to be essential in order to open these snap-off bags, as you can see right here. And usually, because most of these watches are going to be very hard to put back together, so you won't be able to press down the back of the watch with your bare hands, we are also going to need a watch press, as you can see right here, that usually comes with a lot of extra pieces so that you can operate on different watch sizes, so you will be able to close down different watch backs as well. Now I would definitely recommend to go and pre-order the basic watchmaker toolkit, the watch press and the watch battery for your watch. I'm going to leave a link in the description box below to all of these so that you can pre-order them. In case you have a very slim watch battery type, maybe you will have the 315 or the 321 watch battery type, but the easiest way to find out is to open the watch and read on the back of the watch battery, which I'm going to show you. So the first thing that I'm going to do is to take the back case opener in order to remove the snap-off back. So what you are going to do is to make sure that you are going to inspect the watch back and look for a very small opening where you can actually insert the back of your watch. As you can see on this side, there is nothing. But if you look very closely on this end right here, you'll be able to see that there is going to be a small opening right there where I can insert my tool in order to lift up the back of the watch. On some other watches, the lift is going to be a little bit more obvious, as you can see right here on this vintage Pulsar quartz watch. And I'm going to insert my tool underneath and then lift up the back of the watch in order to open the back of the watch up, and then I'm going to have access to the watch battery. So I'm going to do the same principle here as well. Insert my case knife in between the back of the watch and the watch case, and as you can see, we are going to remove the back of the watch and we are going to have access to the watch movement, as you can see right here. In case you have a very difficult time opening the back of the watch, there is also the option to remove a micro adjustment from your bracelet in order to open it up, and then you are going to have better access to the back of the watch. Here we can actually read on the battery SR716SW. So that is going to be the exact watch battery type that we need to pre-order. This is going to be one that is already new by Maxwell. And there are going to be a few key principles that we are going to take into consideration when replacing the watch battery. Now, one of the most important things and common mistakes that you can do is that when you are going to replace the watch battery, you do not want to touch the coil right here with your metallic pair of tweezers or with a different tool that you have. So you want to make sure that you take your time and you do not rush into anything, because damaging the watch coil is going to permanently damage your movement. So as you can see, we have the watch battery right here. And what I want to do is to take my pair of tweezers and I'm going to operate on the opposite side when it comes to the coil. And I want to get one tip of the pair of tweezers underneath in order to lift the battery a little. And voila, now I can remove the battery. In case you have, let's say, an old watch battery that you are going to throw away, you can maneuver it all the way with a metallic pair of tweezers. If not, you are going to find a non-metallic pair of tweezers inside this basic watchmaker toolkit that I definitely recommend, and you are going to maneuver it, either this one or the brand new watch battery, with the non-metallic pair of tweezers. Once again, this is going to be the part of the battery that you can read all the information about the battery, and you will be able to go and order the exact watch battery type that you need, because as you can see right here, these batteries also have two different numbers. So we have 321, this is going to be the most common one, and then we also have SR616SW. You can also find them with AG1, AG2, AG10, and so on, so a bunch of different names, and you can research the exact number that you read and also battery equivalent in order to find the exact watch battery type. Now the next step is going to be to insert the new watch battery inside the watch. As you can see, we have a small metallic part right here, a lateral plate, and I'm going to put my watch battery against it, also with the plus facing upwards, as I found the old watch battery inside, just like this. And then usually you will be able to press it down with your finger. If you have the option to opt for finger cuts, make sure to do so, but you can also use the non-metallic pair of tweezers in order to push it down, just like that. Then we are going to inspect that the watch is ticking. In my case, we do not have a seconds hand, so I need to wait, let's say, for 1-2 minutes in order to make sure that the watch is ticking and that the watch battery was good and that I made the entire process correctly. In case you have a different watch battery type, a different watch model, a chronograph, let's say a Casio watch, a Timex watch, it doesn't matter. I have full guides on how to do this on various watch types, so make sure to check them out on our YouTube channel. Now the next step is going to be to assemble the watch back together. When it comes to these snap-off backs, what you want to do is to make sure to look for a small opening right here that you can see, where we have a little bit of space for the watch crown and stem. So I'm going to position it right here. Another very easy way is to make sure that the writing, so the writing on the back of the watch, perfectly matches the front of the watch. Sometimes you will be able to push back the snap-off back with your bare hands, but in my case I won't be able to do that, so I'm going to use the watch press. So that is why I definitely recommend to go and pre-order the watch press, because some of you are going to land on this video because you won't be able to close down the back of your watch. Here we are going to follow a few steps as well. We want to make sure that the ring right here, so the plastic right here, is going to only touch the case, so I'm not going to apply any pressure onto the watch crystal. Then I want to make sure that there is no pressure applied onto the watch crown, because you can easily damage the crown or the stem or even the movement. Then when I'm going to press down on the back of the watch, I want to make sure that the ring above is going to fully apply pressure onto the back of the watch without once again damaging the watch crown. We are going to press down. Sometimes you can actually hear a snap, meaning that the back of the watch went inside. Other times you won't be able to hear that, but you can actually feel it when you are going to press it down with the press, that the back of the watch went inside. As you can see, the minute hand moved a little. This is a clear sign that the watch is working, and that is how we replace the watch battery on this very beautiful vintage Pierre Cardin quartz watch. As I mentioned, make sure to check out the links in the description box below to the basic watchmaker toolkit, to the watch batteries, and also to the watch press, because I guarantee you are going to need all of these tools in order to correctly and safely replace the watch battery on your watch, and also to do bracelet adjustments and other various modifications to your watches. So guys, in case you enjoyed, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this YouTube channel, it really means a lot. Make sure to also leave a comment, let me know if you found this video useful, if you managed to replace the watch battery, if you had any difficulties, if you have any difficulties, maybe I can help you out. And in case you want to purchase your first vintage watch, make sure to check out our website, vintageradar.com, because we have thousands of vintage watches for sale, link in the description box below. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to see you in the next video. Make sure to subscribe.